welcome to day 3 of our Yoga for Strength series. Today we're going to talk about our wrists, how to protect them, why they're important. This is a request that we've had from Instagram, so come on to all fours. And I like to start off with a demonstration of how not to protect our wrists, just so you can feel it. I think it's a great way to start. So make your hands really lazy. Your fingers are lazy, they're not really grabbing the ground, they're not spread out, and all of your weight is in the base of your palm. Notice how that feels on your wrists, and notice how your shoulders are working. So feel which part of your shoulders is working. Now, keep your hands pretty lazy, but this time put all of your weight in the outside of your hand, so the outside edge of your hand. Notice how your shoulders are feeling here. What part of your shoulder is working? Now, spread your fingers. Really grip the ground. Spread your fingers as wide as you can. Press weight into each of your knuckles and underneath your fingertips. And now notice how your shoulders are working. So your shoulders should feel a whole lot more balanced. The integrity of how our hand connects with the ground has a big impact on how our whole arm and shoulder joint works. So it's really important not just to protect the wrist, but also to have our shoulder working proportionally and evenly. All right, we're going to stay on all fours, and we're going to spread our fingers. Make sure you're gripping the ground. Press weight into each knuckle joint, really almost lifting up the base of your wrist, and just moving in circles, moving back and forth, stretching out your wrist. Circles, back and forth, whatever feels good. Just waking up your fingers, starting to activate your fingers, really turning on those muscles. It's weird to think of fingers having muscles, but they do. And just starting to wake up that joint as well. So now our first strengthening exercise for the back of our wrist, the front of our wrist. Press the 4 finger knuckles that join to the palm into the ground and lift up just the base of the palm. Don't let those knuckles lift up. Keep pressing them into the ground and just lift up the base of the palm. If it's really hard, bring your knees a bit closer. That will take the weight out of your hands. If it's really easy, bring your knees farther away. That will put a lot more weight in your hands. I'm going to just do it knees under my hips for today. And we're going to do 20 of these. So 20 times, lifting the base of your palm, pressing your 4 finger knuckles into the ground and dropping. And when you finish 20, relax, stretch out your hands, move in another circle. Then we're going to stretch out that same inside part of the wrist, the forearm. So bring your fingertips facing back towards you. Again, if it's too intense, bring your knees closer. If it's not enough, bring your knees farther away. If you have really flexible wrists, maybe even come up into a plank position here. Whatever feels good. Whatever gives you a good stretch. Make sure to slightly bend your elbows so you're not hyperextending them. We don't want to hyperextend the elbow joint here. And keep your fingers spread as well. You have weight in all of your knuckles here. And relax one hand at a time. Maybe move a little bit back and forth, roll out that wrist joint. And we're going to turn our fingers in this time, thinking kind of like a gorilla. The elbows are bending out to the side. Bend and straighten your elbows a few times, and then move back and forth. So stretching out now the sides of your wrist, both sides of your wrist. Keep moving back and forth a few times here. And gently relax your hands. Fingers are going to turn in again, but this time we're going to bring the backs of our hands down. Again, if this is painful, you don't want to feel pain here, bring your knees closer. Take some weight out of the hands, out of the wrists. Press all of the fingers. Again, spread your fingers, press all of the knuckles into the ground. Bend and straighten your arms a few times without hyperextending the elbows. Really pressing all of those finger knuckles into the ground, trying to get a good stretch behind the wrist this time, the opposite side of our forearm. And after doing 7 or 8 of these, we're going to bring our fingers in to create a fist. The idea is to keep the backs of the wrists on the ground and just curl up the fingers. You should feel the backs of the wrist working. Doing a little bit of strengthening here. We're going to do 20 of these. Curling your fingers in, pressing the backs of your wrists down, keeping your shoulders relaxed, and making sure your knees are the correct distance from your hands to get the right amount of workout here. Couple more. And relax. Now, we've seen already how important the fingers are for protecting our wrists. So first of all, just flick out your fingers a few times, really working into those wrists, working into the fingers. And we're going to do a strengthening exercise now for the fingers. It sounds a bit silly to strengthen the fingers, but especially if you do a lot of vinyasa flows in your yoga practice, if you're doing a lot of chaturangas, a lot of down dogs, it's really important to have finger strength to protect your wrist. So we're going to make little cups with our fingertips. The idea is not to make a jellyfish. Don't let your finger joints hyperextend, but keep them pressing out as if you're making a dome with your fingers. This is going to be a bit of yoga for the brain. We're going to come up, cupping the left hand, then the right, and then going down, right, left. Then start with the other side. Right, left, left, right. Left, right, right, left. It's a little bit of a challenge for the brain as well. So just trying to alternate each side, each time which side you're starting with. So getting even amount of work with both of our hands. Again, change the distance of your knees if you'd like. If it's really easy, you don't feel like you're getting much of a workout here on your fingers, then bring your knees a little bit farther away from your body, maybe sort of a half plank with the knees down. If this is insanely difficult, bring the knees closer. Make sure that you're not dumping into those finger joints. So it's really easy to get a bit tired and really want to be working into this and start to let those finger joints just completely dump into the joint, overextend and bow out. But keep the joints domed. Imagine that you're cupping the fingers. You're not jellyfishing them. A couple more times here, working on our finger strength. So the idea with these exercises is that as you do your down dogs, your chaturangas, any of these yoga poses that require your weight to be on your hand, is that you're using your finger strength to protect your wrist. So you don't have all of your body weight just in the base of the palm, but you're really gripping the ground with your whole hand. When you finish, you're just going to flatten both of your palms, spread your fingers, make sure you have a good connection with the ground. Walk your hands a bit forward and lift your hips, downward facing dog. We really want to get into our hamstrings today. So what we're going to do is 4 or 5 times you're going to bend your knees, and then as you exhale, you're going to press both of your knees back, really trying to lift your hips and get deep into the hamstring muscle. So after you pedal at your knees a couple times, bend both of your knees, inhale, and exhale, press both of your knees back, lengthening your legs and really lifting your hips. Try it again. Inhale, bend your knees, press your hips up and back, and exhale, straighten your legs, pressing your heels down, getting deep into the hamstrings. 3 more times. Bend your knees and extend. Don't forget about your hands and your arms. Make sure your neck is relaxed here, your head is relaxed, your spine is long. 1 more time. Bend your knees and exhale, extend. We're going to take a little twist here. Make sure that your hands are active, and inhale, lift your right hand and reach back to the outside of your left shin. Use your hand to pull your chest, look under your armpit, give yourself a little twist. Keep pushing up and out of that left shoulder socket. Don't dump into the shoulder. And exhale, relax. Inhale and exhale, twist the other hand, the left hand back to the outside of the right shin. Really getting a deep twist there, and exhaling, releasing. Now we're going to move our hips in a circle. So imagine that you're drawing a circle in the air with your hips. You're moving forwards, you're moving down, back, up. You're not touching your knees to the ground. You're really getting into each vertebrae here. Keep spreading your shoulder blades. Change the direction of your circle. As you make your circle, you're lifting your heels, you're lowering your heels. Make sure that shoulder joint is protected. There should be no pain in the shoulder. Keep spreading your scapulas. Keep turning your triceps back and come back to the center. Relax. On your next exhale, we're going to finish the exhale and take a step forward, finishing feet hip width between your hands. Lengthen your spine and exhale, forward fold. Grab your elbows with your hands. Maybe swing back and forth a few times. Walk your hands over to the right side, stretch the left side of your body, walk your hands over to the left side, stretch your right side of the body, and one more time, right side, exhale, left side, inhale, and exhale, center. Now 5 times, we're going to inhale, look forward, lengthen your spine, and exhale, fold, Uttanasana, inhale, and exhale, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthening your spine. Exhaling, forward folding Uttanasana. Making sure to bend your knees slightly to protect the low back. Exhale, fold for the last time. Maybe get a few wiggles in there. Bend your knees a little bit more and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last, arms are zombie style, hanging down. Inhale, hands above your head. And exhale, palms together at your chest. Roll your shoulders back a couple times. Relax your palms down to your side. And get ready. We're going to do some on fire Surya Namaskara Bs, our sun salutation B, but with a few modifications to make it a super sweaty, cardio, heating version of our sun salutation. So shake it all out. We're going to take a few deep inhales through your nose and out of your mouth. Really let everything go. And we're going to get started. All right, ready for the first one. We'll do it a bit slower just to get used to it the first time. Feet hip width. Inhale, hands up. And on your exhale, you're only going to come down halfway. Your back is like a tabletop. Knees are slightly bent. Inhale your hands forward. And exhale, pull your elbows back. Inhale, hands forward. Exhale, elbows 90 degrees. Inhale, exhale, really working those shoulders, your back. Swim your hands back behind you and fully forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step your right foot back, high lunge. Open your chest. And with your fingertips on the ground, we're going to take 4 jump switches. Change your feet. Right foot comes forward and change. 2 more times. Change. Connect it with your breath. Last one, finishing with the right leg back again, making sure the left knee never comes too far forward, and step back plank pose. Now we're going to do, instead of coming down to chaturanga today, we're going to do 3 shift forward, 90 degrees, chaturanga. Inhale up, exhale, shift back. Inhale, shift forward, exhale, 90 degrees. Shift back, inhale, exhale, 90 degrees, come up. Remember, you can always do this with your knees coming down 90 degrees. You're much better off doing it with your knees than damaging those shoulder sockets. Come down all the way, reach your hands back, open your chest, pull your hands back, exhale, relax. Inhale, with or without knees, push yourself all the way up, downward facing dog. 2 deep breaths here. Inhale. Lift your right leg up behind you, hips are squared, and exhale, step your right foot between your hands. We're going to do our 4 jump switches again. Switch, switch, 2 more. Switch, landing softly without noise, and switch, right foot is forward, open your chest, fingertips to the ground. Exhale, step forward, lengthen your spine, and forward fold even deeper. Inhale, come all the way up, spine is long, hands above the head. Exhale, palms together at your chest, and that was 1. We're going to finish the other side now, and then we're going to do a whole nother round on each leg. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, 90 degrees. Reach your hands forward. Exhale, pull your elbows back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, pull your elbows back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, pull your elbows back 90 degrees. Inhale, exhale, swim your hands behind you. Fully forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward. Exhale, step your left foot back. Switch, hop. Hop, switch. Switch again. One more time. Switch. Open your chest, fingertips are down. Exhale, plank pose. Again, remember you can always drop your knees. Shift forward, exhale 90 degrees. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale, shift forward, exhale 90 degrees. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale back. One more time, and this time coming all the way down to the ground. Feet are pointed. Inhale, reach your hands back, open your chest, Shalavasana. Exhale, down. Inhale, press yourself up with or without your knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 deep breaths. On your next inhale, lift your left leg up, hips are squared. Exhale, step forward, left foot between your hands. That knee never comes too far forward. Hop, switch. And hop, switch. 2 more, hop, switch. Remember the knee doesn't cross forward than the ankle. Last one, left foot forward, open your chest. Exhale, step forward with the right foot. Forward fold even deeper. And inhale all the way up, knees are soft. Exhale, palms together at your chest. Awesome, that was 1 full round. We're gonna do 1 more on each side. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold, halfway down, 90 degrees. Inhale, hands forward. Exhale, pull the elbows back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, elbows back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, elbows back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, swim your hands back behind you. Fully forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, step right foot back, high lunge. Hop, switch. Make sure you're not losing the integrity of that knee. Hop, switch. 2 more. Switch. Switch, landing softly, open your chest, and exhale, step back to plank. Elbows don't go more than 90 degrees. Come down, come up, shift back, shift forward, 90 degree elbow, come back up, and shift forward, down, inhale up, exhale, shift back, inhale, last one, shift forward, come all the way down to your stomach, reach your hands back, open your chest, exhale, come down. Inhale, press all the way up, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 2 deep breaths here. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Make these your softest hop switches yet. Landing softly, no sound. Use your core to lift your hips. 1 more. Right foot ending forward. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, step forward. Exhale, bend deeply. Inhale, come all the way up, hands above your head. Exhale, palms together at your chest. 1 more, stick with it. Make it your best one yet. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway, hands forward. Exhale, elbows back. Inhale, hands forward. Exhale, elbows back. Spine is long. Inhale, hands forward. Exhale, elbows back. Hands forward, swim your hands back, fully forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, step left foot back. 4 hop switches, your softest, quietest hop switches yet. 2 more. 1 more. Open your chest, right foot is forward. Exhale, step back. 3 chaturanga, shift forward, 90 degrees. Come back up. Exhale, shift back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, 90 degrees. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. 1 more time. Coming all the way down to your stomach. Open your chest. Inhale. Exhale, down. Inhale, press yourself up. Exhale, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Almost there. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Open your chest. Switch hop. Switch hop. 2 more. Switch hop. Last one. Left foot finishing forward. Open your chest. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Come all the way up. Exhale, palms together at your chest. Awesome. Maybe wipe the sweat off of your forehead. Give yourself a metaphorical pat on the back. Maybe a smile. Connect back to your heartbeat. Pulse is lowering. Coming back to neutral. Reconnect with your breath. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. Plant your palms. Bend your knees all that you need to plant your palms. And shift your weight into your hands and then back. Now, we are going to play with arm balance here. If you'd like to put a blanket in front of you, I highly recommend it, or a cushion. I have fallen quite a few times on my forehead, and it's never really that fun. So highly recommend a blanket or cushion in front of you. Bring your knees as high up to your armpits as you can. And first, we're just going to lift our right foot up towards our butt, then our left. Try to touch your glutes with your heels. Right foot, then left. Maybe continue with these heel to glute touches, or shift forward, lift one heel and lift the other. Crow pose, Bakasana. In your crow pose, if you have a crow pose in your practice, pull your feet tight towards your glutes today. Open your chest, look forward, and come down. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to come all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, palms together at your chest. Separate your feet a bit wider. Turn your toes out and come down Malasana. So you're in a squat position here. Your elbows are pressing into your knees, opening your knees to the side. Your knees and toes are pointing in the same angle. And we're going to move 5 times. We're going to extend our legs, turning the heels out. Back is going to be at 90 degrees. Hands are going to come back. Inhale, extend your legs, reach back. And exhale, turn your heels in, Malasana squat. Inhale, extend your legs, reach your arms back. Exhale, come down. 3 more. Make sure you're always turning your heels out and in and not putting any weird torsion on your knees. Reach the hands back. Exhale, Malasana squat. 1 more. Back is long, 90 degrees. Exhale, Malasana squat. Now, reach your hands forward. Lift your hips a little bit out of the Malasana squat so you're really working your legs. And we're going to walk in our squat all the way back to the back end of your mat. Try not to sway your hips side to side too much. So don't use momentum to do this, but really just use the strength of your legs. It's way harder than it looks. When you reach the back of your mat, we're going to go right into 5 of our up-downs Malasana squats. Extend your legs, reach your hands back, and come down. Inhale up. Exhale, Malasana squat. Inhale, heels out, extend. Exhale, come down. Inhale, extend. Exhale, Malasana squat. 1 more. Your back should be feeling this. Your legs should be feeling this. Come down to your Malasana squat. Take a few deep breaths here. And then we're going to reach our hands forward. Lift your hips a bit out of the squat. Turn on all of those muscles and walk your way forward. Stick with it. Don't let your hips move side to side too much. Use the strength of your legs. It's okay if your heels aren't touching the ground here. Try to keep them as close as you can. When you get to the top of your mat, don't pause. Go straight into your 5 extensions. Turn the heels out. Exhale, come down. Inhale, extend. Exhale, down. Inhale, extend. Exhale, down. 2 more. Extend. Malasana squat. Last one. You can do it. And finish in your Malasana. Take a few deep breaths. Awesome job. Walk your hands forward. Let your forehead drop down. Chin to your chest. Really lengthening out your whole spine. You can stay here if it feels really good, or maybe let your butt come down to the mat, roll back and forth a few times, massage out your spine, and you're going to finish back in Malasana. So take 1 roll back, use your abs to come forward, and when you're ready, pop back up on your feet. A nice little challenge, Malasana squat. Press your hands into the ground. Optional here, you can take another crow if you'd like, or maybe just lift one heel then the other, or maybe skip it. Hold on for a few breaths. And another option, step back to plank or jump back. Play with your jump back, trying to land 90 degrees with your elbow. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. And we're ready to stretch it out. Awesome work. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up and back. This time, open your hip. Let your foot fall behind you. Really stretch out the front of that hip. And exhale, step the right foot forward. Drop your back knee, your left knee. Shift your hips back so that your hips are directly over that back knee. The right leg is extended, foot is lifted. Open your chest and exhale, chest comes down towards the knee. Ardha Hanumanasana. Stretching out your hamstring, the entire back of your right leg. Don't let your spine overly curve here. So really try to keep your spine lengthened. Keep your spine long. Your chest is open. Keep pressing your right hip back, the head of that right femur back into the socket. Left hip coming forward. You're taking 8 complete, full, deep breaths. And when you finish the 8th one, shift forward to your low lunge. Your back knee is still down. Pick up your back foot. If it hurts the knee, pad it with a pillow or blanket. Reach your right hand back. Your left hand is on the ground, giving you a support. Reach back to that foot. Pull the foot in towards your glutes. Get a really nice quad stretch here. Keep pressing your left hip down towards the ground, really getting into your hip flexors. Taking 8 breaths. 8 is our theme for this sequence of stretches right now. So each stretch we do, you're counting 8 deep breaths. Finishing the 8th breath, relax your foot down, extend both of your legs, pyramid pose. Lift your front heel to activate your calf muscle. Turn your hips squared. Your back foot is on an angle. It's not your widest stance ever. Inhale your hands up. And exhale, you're going to reach one hand back, and then the other. You're going to bring your palms to touch behind your back. So I'll show that here. You may have to do some weird wiggling. Ladies, fingers often get caught on bra straps here, but the idea is to bring your palms together. I like to start by really reaching back, starting with one hand, then the other, rotating the whole shoulder, and then gently pressing my palms together. Elbows are back. Chest is open. If that's inaccessible, just grab the elbows or forearms behind your back. That's an okay option as well. All right, in your pyramid pose, front heel is light. Choose the hand option you like, either palms together, which is a really great forearm stretch, or grab your elbows. And exhale, come forward. Spine is long. Don't let your spine curve. The moment that you feel it starting to curve or round, come back up a little bit and maintain the spine long. 8 deep breaths here. Pressing the femur, the right femur back, the left hip forward. Pressing your palms together or gripping your elbows, opening your chest, and exhale, relax your hands down. Relax your head as well. Let your spine round. Forehead comes towards the right knee. Fully enjoy this stretch. Again, 8 breaths here. And finishing your 8th exhale, you're going to plant your palms, step back to down dog, lift the same leg one last time, open that hip, and drop the foot down. Take a deep breath in your down dog. And on your next inhale, lift your left leg, open the hip, stretch the hip, and slowly exhale, step your left foot forward between your hands. Drop the back knee, your right knee. Shift your hips back. You're not sinking into that hip joint. You're not dropping the hips. You're just shifting back to extend the left leg. Foot is lifted. And exhale with your chest, open your spine long, coming down, chest towards the knee. Keep the spine as long as you can. Plug the left head of the femur back into the socket. The right hip comes forward. And after 8 deep breaths, bend that front knee, come back into your lunge, lift your back foot, pad the knee if you need, reach back with your left hand, twisting back to grab the foot, pulling the foot in towards your glutes. Your other hand, your right hand, is a support on the ground. Keep pulling that foot in towards your glutes on each exhale, taking 8 deep breaths. And finishing, you're going to straighten that back leg, straighten the front leg. Make sure you're not hyperextending your knees. So bend your knees a hair. Put more weight into your front toes than the front heel. Activate your calf muscle. Spin your hands and arms back. Maybe press your palms together behind your back. Maybe grab your elbows. Shift whatever you need to do. Inhale and exhale. Come forward. Chest down towards the ground. No rounding of the spine. Chest is open. Palms are pressing together. Breathing. Relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Press the back knife's edge of your right foot into the ground, but without hyperextending that leg. Maybe it needs a slight bend. Taking your 8 breaths, finishing the 8th, dropping your hands, letting the spine round, chest comes down, forehead comes down towards the knee. Inhale, open your chest, bend that front knee, step back, extend the leg up and back, the left leg, bend the knee, open the hip, and exhale, plant the foot, downward facing dog, last down dog, one more twist, reach your right hand over to your left shin, exhaling, twist, look under the armpit, exhale, release, twist to the other side, left hand to the outside of the right shin. No dumping into the shoulder socket. Keep pressing away from the ground. Relax your hand back. Exhale, knees come down to the ground. Child's pose. Fully relax. Awesome job. Maybe give yourself a smile. Let your spine lengthen with each inhale. With each exhale, let your chest sink down towards the ground. Hips are sinking towards the heels. If you'd like to modify the arms or hands, go for it. And when you're ready, come up, swing the legs around, and come down to lie on your back. Really take whatever last poses you need here before we take our Shavasana, our final resting pose. I recommend hugging the knees into the chest. Maybe taking a few deep breaths. Hug the right knee into the chest. Grab the right knee with both hands. Pull it gently back towards your shoulder. Relax the left leg. Let it extend along the ground. Really stretch into that hip. A few deep breaths. You can roll out your ankle as well at the same time. And switch. Bring both knees in. Grab the left knee with both hands. Extend the right leg. And bring the other knee back in. Hug your knees into your chest one more time. Maybe roll the knees in a circle. Give yourself a little massage. Maybe take a happy baby. I like to end with a happy baby. I think it's a great release for the spine. You can rock back and forth. You can take another posture if you want, if your body's asking for something else. Whatever you need to finish off your practice. One quick note, I did combine some really nice wrist stretches in my yoga for relaxation video, day 2. So if you are looking for a bit of a hand and wrist stretch, maybe check out the relaxation video. And otherwise, extend your legs, extend your arms, close your eyes, relax your jaw, relax your whole body, sink into your Shavasana, stay here as long as you can, a few minutes at least. And thanks for joining me. I wish you all the best. Namaste. See you tomorrow.